Okay, so I apparently forgot to switch all the audio to the headphones. Anyways, football is going. So good time to stream, hey? I need to turn my microphone volume down so I can not hear myself quite as much, so I can hear the game audio more. Hmm. Get a shift. Also, I'm got new headphones. New headset. Wireless. Plugged directly into the PlayStation.
Because he failed to kill the Sun King doesn't mean he's any less guilty. He should pay.
Alright, so what was going on? Oh, for one, apparently when I was doing side things, I found a new... Oh yeah, these got... Huh. 1964. Okay, so that's the first one. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. So let's read this journal entry that got repaired while I was doing other stuff last time. Disrupt inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship Bridges in those cheesy old SF vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. There we have that one. Spent last week at the Brace site, designing ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base for repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as an all-seeing presence. Ugh. Opposite effect. Make me feel watched on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception lounge, hollow theaters, and first residence blocks at ZD sites are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson, 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates, now scared and confused they must be snatched off the streets. Carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Don't catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the ZD site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect Mark 1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I am Donskaya at 0.6 T grounding. From there I'll spin her up past 1.0 T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. Thought I had more. Guess not. Okay. Go to the Palace of the Sun. Probably faster to go here. Shit! I dropped my phone. There we are. Game sounds so much better with these headphones. I can actually tell direction with them.
Watch out for the Asuran merchants. They'll soon cheat you and look at you.
If not distance, I can at least tell if they're in front or behind me. Supposedly, to be able to do that, all you need is stereo headphones, but apparently not. The right kind of stereo headphones, not the cheap-ass ones I was using. Talk to Sun King Avad. I'm heading up there to do just that. It's gonna take a moment, because he's so far away, and I have to run the entire way. Ah, here we are.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay, it's not that far. Not as far as I thought it was going to be. Still a good distance.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Rest and visit the defense sites.
Sun's making a show of it.
I want to go to number 2 first then. Let's go. Because I want to do the optional stuff first. These fires that have been burning on the west coast where I live are really getting to me. Even though I don't live near where any of the fires are, it's still sucks. I'm still being affected by the smoke. Two is up this way. And yes, there is a lot of smoke here.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Nice. I really like this gun. Oops. Well, I tried to put it on the table. Apparently you did not want to go there.
Have you just polished that armor, Uzit?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Aloy,
Hi,
I
Teb.
told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Praise the sun. Spies have released Prince Itaman from Sunfall. Don't ask me where to...
And the next one has been... Next two. Oh, I'm gonna read them first. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since I've been a blur. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override, you're welcome Ted, which was completed by 0430. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination, so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What has stopped them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Nyoto replied in less than a minute, with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow, and it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Nyoto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was there too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Dag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. As though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and Western African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, when it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections so we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing, I need to get back to Zero Dawn. So, just 1, 2 left.
Go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Oh. It's up here, which I have not. I gotta run it. Maybe not. And that one's repaired. Wait, that's the one I just read. The second one. Right. That's pretty cool. And fun to do. Fun to do. Going right. And up the stairs. Could have gone up there. Whatever. As long as you get up, it doesn't really matter how. This is a long way up, isn't it? Whee! How much farther do I have to go? Almost there. Finally. Okay, so there's a few people I need to talk to then. Let's start with over here.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Okay, next. You. Because you're right there.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Well, that wasn't awkward. Not one bit.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Carja. Carja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Carja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys.
Huh?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight.
Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's... big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Okay, so that's the optional stuff done. Let's head back. Okay, so where am I headed? This way.
Who leads the attack?
Another one repaired. Just leaves that left. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harry's warned me? Said collapse of the Eastern Line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up. But they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do, so they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again, when I contemplated how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed to the Lightkeeper Protocol, there would never have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we don't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate, raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia, one generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. I'll go tell the others.
Is it Helis? Damn him.
Where is it? Just disappeared.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Is it just me, or do Carja people walk?
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Good question. I know there's still plenty left for me to do in the game. Plenty more places I have not yet fully explored. I've already decided to save all this for later. Well, I'll just continue on with the story then. Rest before the battle.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Time to get to work. Time to fight for the fate of the world.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Boom. That's a big boom. Whoa. Oh boy.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
If not hold them back, should at least slow them down a little bit. Or maybe there's no gun. Oh boy. He's already in the city.
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me far enough.
Alright, before I do that, all I can afford is that.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why fight? The end is inevitable.
Can't let him in close.
And I died. Yep. Should have healed before attacking. But nope, I'm an idiot. Alright, note.
The
Have a
shadow
potion
will
shop
reach
there.
you wherever
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
Accept it. Accept your weakness. Only endless life awaits you.
Yo.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
He's too.
Wow. What the fuck? Maybe I should change my equipment.
A gift from the shadow.
Alright. Let's see. Let's put this on then. There we go.
Long enough.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
The end is inevitable. Accept it. Accept
Keep him away. If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Only endless night awaits you.
Can't let him in close. Bridge can't take much more of this.
Alright.
It's giving way!
There we go. Blow him up.
I'm chosen. This was not meant to be.
Kill him.
None of this was meant to be Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
That was quick. I was actually kind of expecting her to take her time a little bit with that. I'll take all you got.
I'd have to ditch something.
That used up a lot of my stuff. Plenty of arrows, apparently. Let's go that. Reach the door. Well, Helis is gone, but the fight is far from over.
For Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Time to go.
In the west!
And there's no reduction here. Let's take out the smaller machine, shall we? Not that bad.
Look to the west! Dora, girl, look out!
Hang on. I'm in the middle of something.
Where, Dora? It's coming!
Let's take down the ship from there. And it's dead.
No signs! A lull in the attack! Lower your arm! But be wary!
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
That's a lot of grenades. Hang on. Okay, back to the game. So now what? Ooh, wait. Let's go ahead and get that. Why not?
Raise arms again! West!
Still surprised.
Deathbringer fire incoming!
Go away.
Incoming. Gonna drop it and move.
Really? If you stop hitting me with that, I'm in the fire on you. Die.
It's firing on your platform!
Oh, Manny.
Nora, girl, look out!
Stormbird.
It's taking a shot at me.
I get it. This is not a fun fight. Actually, no, it's quite fun. It's just not easy. Huh. But of course it's not over yet.
Incoming!
Oh shit.
Aloy.
Hey,
Aloy.
Teb.
Aloy.
Teb?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
I've got to go stop the thing. Real quick. Craft as many potions as I can, then. That's it. Got a fucking here.
Got a prison.
On and on and on.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true sun, shadow demons.
Not gonna spare any resources if I can. If I don't need to. As far as I can tell, I don't really need to. I just need to do things. Let's get it done. Get it done.
You'll do.
Go on through. Leave these things on their own. I have more important places to be. I won't say no to grabbing this stuff.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Ah, shit. Need to go up there and stop it. Uh-oh. That's not good. Like being unwoken. Deathbringer. Just Deathbringer this moment. Which is good. Oh shit. We're powering up. Biomass conversion. That is not good. Real bad.
Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Venora. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
I'm giddy. Let's go with freeze. Go, Aloy. Run, run. Sprint.
Gotta
No
keep
stopping.
going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
If it was easy, you wouldn't be here. The bridge.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up.
Sorry, grabbing charger from the computer.
Last chance.
Yes, last chance. All that's left is that potion. You know what? Alright. Let's head on up. More explosives. Great. They're in Hades.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission.
Uh-oh.
To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Okay. Okay. Deathbringer. Let's take a double look at Deathbringer. Fire and shock. Okay.
Don't let them overrun us!
It's been really nice.
With the time I've got left, I can do this. My way's clear.
The servant is dead. Now, the master.
Let's go ahead and get my arrows back up then. It's not
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Purge Hades. What's happening? Ooh, space. This is what Hades is seeing? A little bit.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Nice. Ooh. It's dead. Whew, that was fun. Just gonna leave it there then. Huh. There's still plenty more to do in the game. Ooh. So that.
Okay, Gaia. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I'd hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, What would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay, so that's... Wow. Credit time. This was actually a really good game. It had its challenging moments, which were, yeah, challenging, sure, but not so much so that they weren't fun. They were actually quite enjoyable. The harder combat sequences were, again, quite fun to play through. All the machines are pretty cool. The weapons were interesting, some of them, but just a standard bow and spear for the main two weapons. I honestly have no idea how to gather my thoughts and explain what I think about the game. Other than that, really great, really fun. Challenging, but not too challenging, even on normal difficulties. But I don't even want to imagine how hard it'll be on the harder difficulties. Well, that's all I'm going to say for the time being. Enjoy the credits. Alright, I'm going to skip these credits, because I haven't done the Frozen Wilds just yet. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss.
What?
So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
What? What? So Hades is still alive, apparently. Silence now has him. And Silence is not trustworthy at all, apparently. I was thinking maybe you could trust him just a little bit at the end of that, at the end of what went on. Apparently not. Huh. Ended the War Machine threat. Reached level 50. Cool. So that ending there has opened up you. No, reopened up a question. Who sent the message that woke up Hades? And why? Congratulations. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow. Okay, prior to the final battle. Nice. Cool. Alright. Let's just do this. Why not? Anyways, let's head on up here. I will go here and climb up again. I need some chatbots. Gotta figure out how to get stuff going. How to use it, how to work it, whatever. So much for me to learn. Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's climb on up. Here. Let's... here you are. That's the quest I was looking for. I wonder if that Damon machine is up there again, or if it's gone now.
You don't look like you know this path, Hunter.
You'd be surprised. Hang on. What? I thought of something I wanted to check out. Oh yeah. They're weak to shock, not fire.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Okay, just about there. This is where I fought that machine. I think this was the spot. Maybe not. Maybe I was up just a little bit higher. Nice.
Stocking up?
Yes, I am. Thought I saw a third one, but I was wrong. Here's where I fought it. Right here. Okay. So there are new kinds of machines, new kind of corrupted machines, and new places to explore. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Full already.
Okay. Yep, I'm heading up. Where am I currently headed? Nowhere, apparently. Alright. This is gonna be a trip. Not a short one. I'll take that. I didn't really want to grab that, but I have it. Lots of snow. Let's get this back out because I like being stealthy. That sounded cool. That was a really cool sounding horn. Itchy ear.
Who knows better how to lead them? More faith in him.
Hello. Ooh. That's what I need to be doing.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died?